Hey, what's up, fuckers? So, a little bit of a channel update, a little bit of a movie update. First half, we're going to get into the channel update. Going to get you looking at this Godfather set, though, while I'm doing that. I was supposed to have a video out today, or yesterday, and because of some tracking issues, I haven't been able to do that. My package has been, if I'm correct in assuming, and I'm pretty sure I am, my package is going to be delayed yet again. I sent an email to Amazon, try to get it all straightened out. But yeah, I had this huge fucking video planned, and I can't do that because I don't have what I need for the video. So I put out a top 13. I just, not too long ago, put out a franchise ranking of the updated Children of the Corn franchise. That is not what I wanted to do. They're like a minute and a half. This thing was gonna be a pretty long video, lengthy, and it just annoys the fucking piss out of me that I can't post it because I don't have my movies. So that's the channel update. Also, shout out to Schizophrenic. This guy is a YouTuber, obviously, and I've been talking about this guy to a lot of people outside of social media, within social media on Facebook. I'm like, man, this guy he's on the cusp of greatness. You look at his videos and his channel, I should say, I fucking love it because it's all the kind of stuff that I like. It's yautja, it's predator stuff, it's analyzing the species of the yautja, xenomorphs, alien stuff, Batman, graphic novels, video games. It goes into the detail of Gotham City and, back to the Predator stuff. It details the biology, the weapons, the ships, the planet. So much good shit over on that channel. I'm going to have the link to it in the description. Go check that guy out. If you like his stuff, show you like it, click like on it, subscribe to him. He deserves so much more. He has a few videos out there that are just fucking hitters, right? Thousands of views, but he's not getting what he deserves. The guy deserves so much more views. He deserves so much more subscribers. And I just wanted to, I've been trying to get him out there as much as I can because the guy really does deserve it. The effort that he puts into his videos is second to none right now, at least of the people that I'm keeping up with. The editing is on point. He's staying within the rules of, the bullshit rules of YouTube. And he's doing a great job. He's not quite there yet. He needs to blow up in some way. And, you guys can make that possible by going over to his channel and checking it out. Schizophrenic, you're fucking cool, man. And we're going to try and get into this. I got some fidgeting around with. Okay. We're going to start out with the non-horror stuff. I got some Blu-rays, and I guess I'll title it Blu-ray DVD update, but yeah, no VHS this time. I'm going to start out with this is not all the stuff. This is just some stuff that I got over the last few months. I can't keep up with everything, and if I did get everything I got for not even since the last time I did a channel movie update, but since the beginning of the year, I would have too fucking long of a video to deal with. Again, I wanted something. I planned for something. It didn't fucking happen, so this is gonna be me trying to make up for it. Maybe not even making up for it, just having something out there that's a video and not a top 13 or a franchise ranking slideshow. So I got the Godfather trilogy, the Omerta edition. I think that's how you say that. I'm not completely sure. great fucking edition right here. I'm not gonna go into all the packaging, but I'll say one thing I don't like, if I can get it out. I don't like how these things are in there. You see some cards. And it looks cool. You get some quotes. Don Corleone, Michael. But the way these are in here, it fucking sucks, man. I keep feeling every time I take it out, I'm going to break it. But yeah, there's Godfather, Godfather 2, Godfather 3, and see, it's hard to fucking turn. Because of see that peg is like shaved off triangle. This disc is okay. It's not, I mean, you could have done some other things. There's deleted scenes I haven't checked out. I think there's deleted scenes. Alright, supplements. I can't remember what's on this fucking disc. I watched a little mini documentary on it though. Yeah, the outside packaging's cool as fuck. The way they hold the actual discs, not very good. But it looks good. That's a cool thing about it. Got some weight to it. I got that in the time that I got a few of these other movies. Donnie Brasco. I wanted to watch some gangster movies, so I ordered some, and I got these really cheap. None of these were, I think the most expensive one was like $4. I get some deals on Amazon. Not Amazon, on eBay. Carlito's Way, I see a lot of people saying this is what would have happened to Tony Montana if he had gone, I guess, not gone fucking nuts. You know, let's hold this off for a second, because I got something else for you. This Black Mass. There we go. Pretty solid gangster movie about James Whitey Bulger. And we move into this. Frank Costello, Jack Nicholson's character right there, is sort of like a Whitey Bulger character. And this movie takes place in South Boston. Deals with South Boston mob, I guess. Very cool. A lot of symbolism and a lot of sneaky shit going on in this movie that I didn't find out till afterwards. And it makes me want to go back and watch it again. Really, really. I've never seen it. Never had any desire, honestly, to watch it. But after viewing it, I'm like, oh, fuck, man, that's really good. And I wanted to show that because I want to go right into these. Infernal Affairs. This is a remake of this. And while this is a good movie, it's a solid movie, I would say I like The Departed more just because I like the South Boston setting more over the 2002 Hong Kong city setting. Also, this thing has a lot of weird things going on where the cuts, it has those weird type of cuts, you know, transitions, and I don't like that. I mean, it's one of the things I don't like about the Boondock Saints is the weird transitions, the fade in, fade outs. But Infernal Affairs is a good one. You can see, you know, in my opinion, you can improve upon it with The Departed. Chow Yun-fat, City on Fire. If I can get this thing to focus. Oh, okay, it's the actual. I thought it was like fucking with me. This is from '87, I think, and it's another undercover cop type of thing where he goes under, or you could read it right there. Undercover cop sent in to infiltrate a notorious crime ring. not my favorite undercover movie and not my favorite Chow Yun Fat movie. This movie is no Hard Boiled and it's no The Killer from John Woo, but it's still a solid movie. Seeing the Hong Kong in '87 and the characters, he's actually a pretty funny character at times. It's interesting. It's such a different world from the American action film, but pretty damn good. You've never seen it. I got this based off of Internal Affairs. Some people were recommending it, so I'm like, let me just check this out. And I watched the trailer. I was like, okay, I like Chow Yun Fat. I like him in The Killer. I like him in Hard Boiled. I like him in The Replacement Killers. And I figured, fuck it, be something new to check out, something I've never seen before. And it's '80s, so I love the '80s. Got this in a bundle pack with a couple other movies I want to show off in a second. Never seen Raging Bull. I know it's like kind of crazy, but it's just one of those movies where I never really liked. I can't say I didn't like dramas, but I knew this wasn't about fighting. And growing up, I was a huge fighting fan as far as fighting movies. I love Bloodsport. I love, all the Van Damme movies. Best of the Best, Kickboxer, American Kickboxer, Penitentiary 3. And growing up, I wasn't like a big on Robert De Niro either. Like, to me, it didn't matter. I did not care about the director's name. Like Martin Scorsese. I got it because of Martin Scorsese. Mainly because I wanted to see some more Martin Scorsese films. And I know there's a better edition out there of this. And I'll probably end up getting it down the road. But yeah, Raging Bull, over the years, I've done some research on Jake LaMotta. And yeah, hopefully I like it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it. I'm finding that I'm liking a lot of Scorsese films and a lot of the classic Robert De Niro films. I saw Mean Streets at Dollar General, and I want to pick that up. Speaking of Scorsese, this is one of the films that came in the bundle pack, and this was $2.30. The other one was Raging Bull was like $2.20 something. I don't know what the currency is for any of my international viewers, but yeah, it's very cheap. Watched this for the first time, I think, yesterday. Yeah, I think so. Really good movie. The ending was spoiled, but at the same time, it still gave me something to think about because it wasn't exactly what I thought. Like, I knew about the ending. It's just the way it played out it still made me think. And it caught me off guard a little bit because, I mean, you'd have to watch it. I don't want to go into spoilers for it. Shutter Island, not my favorite Scorsese film, not my favorite Leonardo DiCaprio film, but still, I enjoyed the hell out of this. Another movie that made me want to watch it again after, looking into it a little bit. And the last of that bundle pack, there was a, 3-movie bundle pack. We got free shipping, I think. No, I got this movie free. I bought 2, got 1 free. So because this was the cheapest, I got it for free. I had heard about Altered. I've known about Altered for a long time, even though I'd kind of forgotten about it. It was one of those things where I knew about it. I knew it existed. It just like I forgot about it. But yeah, I needed something for the buy 2 get 1 free, and I figured someone had mentioned this, and I wanted to check it out. So yeah, never seen it before. Eduardo Sanchez. I have to give this a watch. I like Eduardo Sanchez. I like the Blair Witch Project. I know a lot of people don't. I like Exists. And what was the other one he did? Didn't he do something else? He did something else. I don't know. So I was looking through my movies, and I was looking at my Children of the Corn films because I was in the mood for some reason just to watch Children of the Corn. I loved the first movie. And I saw that I didn't own this. And two, I didn't own it. I mean, well, one, I didn't own it. Two, I hadn't seen Children of the Corn Runaway. That right there. Even though I did own it. I got that at Black Friday last year. I wanted to update my franchise ranking, so I needed this to, do the marathon. And dude, I talked so much shit about, where's she at? This character right here. See her? This character might be the most annoying character in any movie ever, let alone horror. So fucking annoying. Everything she said was bitchy. I was under 10 minutes into the movie, and she made me want to turn the movie off. I shit you not. And I put out a video on Facebook of he runs down. I don't know if you've ever seen Children of the Corn, but the guy right there, they're driving, and he hits the boy in the road. It's in the original. It's in this one. And it's an accident. And she is just going off on him and talking shit about his military background, going into that. And it's fucking just annoying as hell. I don't get it. And JP likes that shit. I try to explain it like there's wrestling terms, like getting heat and then getting go away heat. There's heat where someone's doing their job and they're doing their job and you're disliking them because of what their character is. And then there's go away heat where it's, yeah, they're annoying. They're supposed to be annoying, but it's fucking too much, man. When it gets to the point where I want to turn the fucking movie off, that's bad. That's not what you want to do. She needed some fucking direction in that, because that is just, yeah, one of the worst horror movie characters, one of the worst movie characters. And this little guy is no John Franklin from the original. He's just a little kid, just going through his lines. Here we got some more horror for you. Scared to Death, Singener, which I think that was changed to that later. Still haven't seen this. I know it looks bad. I popped it in one day just to look at it, and the transfer on it just is pretty fucking bad. But yeah, I figure if I'm gonna own this, I might as well own this. And this was one I knew about. I've known about this one for a while. See, from Synapse Films. I wanted to check it out for a while too. See, it's not even been open. Look at that shit. Singener. Synthetic genetic organism. There you go. Robert and Dennis Skotak, visual effects creators for Aliens in the Abyss. Get an audio commentary on it. Synapse Films usually does a good job with their features. I can't give them all the props in the world because my copy of Mosquito and what's the other one over there? Mosquito and where the fuck is it? Oh, Contamination. They just look bad. I don't know what they're working with, but yeah, the DVDs of Mosquito and Contamination just don't look very good. This is obviously Slaughterhouse, but I got this in a. I bought 2 movies on the Arrow sale, Arrow Video. I like Slaughterhouse. There's some weird, like real. Uh, like it shows the process of real slaughtering of the pigs and stuff. Kind of weird shit, but I like the movie. I remember I got the original. I got the VHS years ago at a like a four-way fork in the road market store, and the market was connected to this area. It was like a video store, and it was just shelves upon shelves of movies, and it was old movies that I'd never heard of. And inside there was mold on them, like little white stuff inside the little spool. Most of them had that because the place was a rundown little shop. And this is one of the movies I got, the VHS of Slaughterhouse. Got it, fucking loved it. It was cool not knowing about it and finding it in the wild like that before I ever got internet. Now people find out about movies through the internet. They don't just stumble upon something. It's very rare, it seems, when guys just stumble upon a movie they've never heard of. But yeah, I got this on the Arrow sale. One of my favorite slashers, maybe my top 25. I enjoyed a lot. And this is the other one I got for the sale. This is obviously Madman. And I don't know, there you see, The Legend Lives, 30 Years of Madman documentary by Victor Bonacore. I don't know if that's the documentary that has the Dead Pit guys. And if you're not familiar with the Dead Pit, they have a YouTube channel. They did. Wes Vance, the guy who ran it, the Creepy Kentuckian, he doesn't really update it. I mean, I saw a video, I think, recently, but he doesn't do Dead Pit stuff anymore. And that was that's a bummer because those are guys who are original horror talk guys. And you hear some of their interviews and them talking, and it's like they don't like horror nowadays. There's nothing out there that interests them. Modern horror sucks. You can only talk about Friday the 13th films and Nightmare on Elm Street so many times. And I'll get into that one day. It's that's something that bums me out about those guys, because I'll get into it one day. I got 3 more movies right here. Since my internet's been turned back on, it's been fast as hell. So this is a 23-minute video so far. I'm going to upload this lickety split. I didn't have the Sleepaway Camp. I had part 1 on a bootleg, which was a shitty bootleg. I had part 2 on the old Anchor Bay disc, like the old video. And I had part 3 on VHS. So it's not like I didn't own them. I just didn't have really cool copies like this. And I wanted to get these. I'm probably not gonna bother with Sleepaway Camp 4. I have no interest in watching that one again. This is just cool though. This is obviously Scream Factory, and they put out some really neat shit for the releases. A new commentary with Felissa Rose and Jonathan Tiersten. The original commentary with Robert Hildsick, Felissa Rose, and the webmaster Jeff Hayes. Really cool. And I switched out. of the Scream Factory, the Sleepaway Scream Factory releases, if I can get this open, that's probably my favorite. I like that one. See the killer in the back, then Angela. I like that. That's my favorite one of the three. But I figured, you know, I'm gonna have them all. I'm gonna have Sleepaway Camp. I'm gonna have the original, which is fucking classic. I love that because when I was a kid, this is 80s, like an 80s footwear. But when I was a kid in the early 90s, people were still wearing these shits. They were still wearing short shorts. You know, the 80s didn't die out in 1990. There was some 80s left over. Sleepaway Camp 2, a very good sequel, very different in tone. A lot more comedy. Audio commentary with director Michael A. Simpson. Behind the scenes footage. And again, I flipped the artwork. I actually don't remember what the... Oh, it was Angela. And you see the chainsaw, you see Freddy's glove, and you see a hockey mask. And that's not horrible artwork. Again, I like the first one way, way more. But I like the classic Sleepaway Camp 2. And last but not least, again, I flipped this. I always like when they did stuff like this where this obviously isn't the person in the movie, and it's just for the artwork. You know, there's a lot of movies that did that. I Spit on Your Grave is one that did it. Teenage Wasteland. I remember when I first watched this, it made me uncomfortable. I don't know why, but it didn't have the humor that the second one had. It didn't have the classic vibe that the first one had. I wouldn't say it's a bad sequel, but it's less than the second one. Less than the first one, but definitely less than the second one. Oh, show you that Scream Factory artwork. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care too much for that artwork. But I like this. If I can, there we go. I'd say we're gonna leave it on that. Hopefully I can get a thumbnail from it. I don't like customizing thumbnails. I just don't care. But yeah, hopefully I get my movie soon. I can do the video I wanted to do. Shout out again to Schizophrenic. Great guy here on YouTube. Go check him out. And hopefully be back for another one of these type of videos, but the one that I wanted. So I'll see you.